Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to Japan for the B-League. It's a battle of East against West. LEVANGA from the East taking on SHIGA Lakes here in the Hokkaido KTL Arena. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO flying high, having a nice run, as are SHIGA, both coming into this game with a couple of wins and a lot of excitement in the air here as this team appears to have stepped it up a notch this season. Look at the standings. LEVANGA in third place, 9-4, and SHIGA Lakes 8-5 in fourth place in the West. So let's look back at LEVANGA Hokkaido's last game. Took on Ibaraki Robots, and there was nothing robotic about it for LEVANGA. They were in the flow, going out, getting it done, and winning 84-78. It was an outstanding effort. Shimatani having a solid game as usual, as well as Kasei Tominaga. And then SHIGA Lakes also, Kriener scoring there, Ryan Kriener, and then you had some terrific play from Zach August, who has been a really good player for this team this season, averaging more than 18 points per game. And then Yu Ai-che, the Chinese Taipei star, who has played for the national team, just as Zach August has played for the USA in the FIBA America Cup last summer, helping this team take it up a notch this year for Coach Maeda. SHIGA Lakes showing up in town, and here's the roster. When you look at it, it's a roster, no surprise, built to win. Zach August, Ryan Kriener, you've got Yosei Nishida, Hasegawa. Those guys will be in the starting five. Then you've got Taiki Okada. You want to keep an eye on Kohei Tsuneta, who has the potential to come out and make some big plays, as does Thomas Wimbush, obviously one of the main weapons in this team. So Yu Ai-che right there, the point guard in his second season, averaging almost 9 points per game. Well, a good start. Really important for the teams when they play on the road. In one sense, a little bit less pressure. Look at the numbers there, the comparative numbers of these teams, and how well they're shooting the basketball up and down. And again, just to kind of break that down for you, Hokkaido's offense averaging 83.7 points, and they're giving up about 81.6 points per game. SHIGA averaging 79.8 points and giving up about 78.9 points per game. And something else we could highlight for you, stats that are significant, we think. Hokkaido sixth in offensive rebounding, so that's a big part of their success at 13.9 points per game. That gives you essentially new possessions, new attempts to score. SHIGA second in terms of turnover, so that's not good at 16 per game. They're fifth in defensive rebounding at 26.9 points per game, so you got to wonder if something's going to give on that front. There'll be a battle at the offensive end when LEVANGA have the basketball. And again, Dwight Ramos and you are key players today. Ramos kind of taking it to a different level this season. The Filipino international, the Gilas man, 13.5 points per game, has clearly made him one of the main guys in this team. Seemed like it took him a little bit of time to settle, and he just looks more comfortable this season when you watch him on the court. And Yu just seems to be taking the mantle of leadership in this team in a very good way. And those are his numbers as well. As I said, 8.5 points per game. So I don't know that you would ask really for much more from that young man, especially with the company that he keeps. With August, with Wimbush coming off the bench, with Kriener.
Next, we our team, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO.
Well, Hokkaido going to be introduced here to the crowd. Obviously, they're coming. They'll cheer politely for this team. And again, up and down there, you have the roster. Some of the guys coming off the bench. Kikuchi, also an important player. Plays about 8 minutes a game, 3.3 points per game. Chiba as well, Shuto Chiba. I mean, these are the guys that come in and make those plays that maybe they don't have the huge stats, but these are the guys that often determine wins and losses. You just don't know. They're X factors. Terachika Naito doesn't play a whole bunch of minutes. But however, John Harar, real workmanlike performance, 8.8 points per game, 7.7 rebounds per game. So he's huge. And Kaito Morizani seems like he's kind of taken a step back this season, but some of that is down to his playing time. And really still, I think, a player that's gifted and can go out and help you from time to time. I would not be surprised if he ever goes out and has a big game offensively. It just hasn't really clicked, and sometimes you just have to keep working and wait for your opportunity to play. Now Levanga as they come out. There's Dwight Ramos. He's in the starting five. Kevin Jones, Shimatani, Jalil Okafor, and Kesei Tominaga. So just a starting fabulous five for Levanga.
Number 22, Jalil Okafor. Number 30, Tominaga Kesei. LEVANGA HOKKAIDO head coach, Go for victory! Go!
So Torsten Leubel, the head coach as well. There he is. Referees Arisawa, Ichikawa, and Kuwabara. And again, the starting fives for both of these teams. One of the subplots in this game, obviously, Ryan Kriener, who had played for Shiga, then left to go play for Levanga last season, now back at Shiga. So he has definitely been around the block. Just a little bit off timing there. You can see the players laughing, the countdown. Here we go. Such a good introduction to the game. They're going to do it anyway.
Tip off.
Okay, we're underway here in Hokkaido, and SHIGA Lakes winning the opening tip, attacking the basket to the left on your screen, and wearing the white today. And promising start for the visitors as Craner drives in, scores with the left hand. That'll be a shot that this home crowd is used to seeing. As I said, played for this team last season. Dwight Ramos gets in, puts up a layup and misses, tries to get to the line and then a trip. Shimatani in the background. Ramos would be a little frustrated that he missed an easy one. Look at this. A player of his ilk will expect to make that more times than not. Shimatani picks up his first foul. He has a little bit of size advantage going up against Shimatani, but that's usually the case for Shimatani. Doesn't take anything away from him. He's so feisty. Nice play inside to August, but he misses the layup. Kind of flicked it up there with his right hand. Probably need to go up with it a little more securely. And the offensive rebound, Jalil Okafor, and he puts it up and in. And we talk about the offensive rebounding for LEVANGA being one of their strong suits, and we just have some evidence of that. And again, a wide open layup, very slow reacting, and you just sees the path to the basket and goes straight up. And this time, and look at that, Ramos doesn't mess around this time. He was thinking about dunking that, and in the end laid it up and was fouled on the play, so he's got a chance for a three-point play. Hasegawa picks up his first foul. And Ramos gets it to go down. Still really, Ramos, you think about it, 27 years of age, has been such a big talent for so long. You'd think he'd be a little bit older than that, but really he's kind of just entering kind of in his prime now. Oh boy, turnover by August. Lost his footing. Tominaga hands it back off. Nice play, Okafor. A little give and go. And the answer by you at the free throw line. Okafor takes it into the paint, and good defense on that interior by Hasegawa. Now August, not going to be denied this time. He does stay with the right hand, this time makes it. Well, already I'm worried if I'm LEVANGA because you are giving up a bunch of layups. Oh, Okafor has to watch his left hand. Looked like he might have caught the defender in the face. Jones takes it in, little jump hook from right around the free throw line. Hasegawa has his shot blocked by Ramos, and then Shimatani fouled at midcourt by Yu. Look at this. Great reaction, great timing by Dwight Ramos. Ramos not small. He's almost deceptive in that way. Thomas Wimbush is going to check into the game for the first time today. 31 years of age. And plenty of talent. Here's the jump shot. Tominaga missing it from deep. Shimatani with the rebound, gets it to Jones. Wimbush played for Kawasaki in 2023-24. His first season with Shiga. Here's Shimatani. Gets it to midcourt. Okafor, guarded by Wimbush. They pass it nicely. Tominaga. And Tominaga turns it over. Good D out on the perimeter by Zach August. And Yu goes in, and it is layup city today for Shiga. Tominaga pulls up on the break. Good job on the boards by Jones. Oh, and a jump ball called. Tominaga will be disappointed to turn it over out on the perimeter like that, especially as it led to a fast break layup. Ihara checks into the game, the young man, number 24. First look at him today. Here's Shimatani. 25, Ihara. Here he is making himself available, but they go to the other side. Uh-oh, August showing he has got some touch. He's been knocking down some three-pointers this season. He's now got 5 points. I guess from a good standpoint, LEVANGA didn't give up a layup, but still, the offense has been clicking so far for Shiga. Here's Jones. An offensive rebound, and that has been a part of the weaponry today. Again, the offensive boards, offensive rebounds lead to second chance points. Now Wimbush. That is college basketball at Fairmont. Oh, threw it out of bounds. Aurora checks into the game as well for LEVANGA. Foul out on the perimeter by August, reaching. Former Notre Dame Fighting Irishman, just like quite a few other players in the league. Jack Cooley played at Notre Dame. And obviously now is the Ryukyu Golden King star up. A turnover. Going the other way. Wimbush shares it, gets it back to August. It wasn't smooth. They brought it back out. They didn't rush. Obviously Mooney played as well. Chiba Jet star. Played at Notre Dame. Here's August. Gets it up. And that time too long. Chiba in the game, number 12, brought it up. Sekino also in the game. Here is good attempt down low. Okafor getting fouled. Well, August is going to sit down for the first time in the game. Gets up. Craner gets up off the bench. And Okafor, who was, go back, 2015, he was the 3rd overall pick in the NBA draft. Played for Philadelphia. 29 years of age. And he's also played at the Olympics. You might remember here in Japan, represented Nigeria. And the second one goes as well for Jahlil Okafor. So he goes out, takes a seat, Jones back into the game. So despite giving up some layups, LEVANGA, Hokkaido lead it 15-13 over SHIGA. Here's another three-pointer tip. This time it does not go down for Ihara, but Wimbush picks it up and flushes it. Picks up a loose ball, the rebound. Chiba, oh, a little bit of contact, no call. Chiba misses. Well, they're letting him play out there today, folks. Wimbush goes baseline. Sahara, very active, nice no look. Down to Wimbush. And Wimbush lets that three-pointer fly, but misses. Craner not able to get the rebound. Donetta goes out, and for the first time, Nishida comes into the game. Excuse me, Nishida comes back into the game, started. Jones left wide open, and Jones drills the three-pointer. Jones definitely a player you cannot leave open out on the perimeter. Here's a drive and good interior defense, and Harar rebounds it and hands it off. Harar fakes the handoff, spins, turns, goes up, and he's blocked by Craner. Good idea, but doesn't fool Craner. Tar has it. The game's just kind of moving right along here. 8.5 minutes into the game. Tahara, and Tahara closes the gap to 1. A lot of bumping out there. Chiba. Chiba gets it up on the baseline. His first bucket. Final minute of the first quarter. Jones picks up the foul, trying to guard Wimbush. Well, Sakino goes out. One of the veterans. Sakino enters the game for the first time. Torsten Leubel trying to get as many guys into the game, let them get a feel for the game as quickly as possible. Dump down low to Craner, and used good footwork, patience, and scored. He's got 4 points. Hoshino gets it over to Jones. He gets it up, and he gets it to go once again. Kevin Jones. Jones averaging 10.4 points per game. And he's shooting 32.5% from three-point range. He hasn't had a game of late in his last 5 where he's had more than 2 threes go down, but he did hit 3 of 4 in the October 19th game. They beat Effie, or when they played Effie Nagoya. That was a game that they won, in fact. That's been his only. Here's Wimbush putting the pressure on Harar with the foul. 4.8 seconds left in the quarter. Wimbush gets it up. And they were close to giving up a bucket right at the end of the quarter. They do not, and LEVANGA HOKKAIDO lead it 23-19 at the end of 1. Well, you can see the numbers, 23-19, Hokkaido on top of Shiga. 7 of 13 inside the arc. Hokkaido, they've hit a couple of threes, and they've been able to get to the free throw line. Also out rebounding their opponents 10-6. Each team with 2 turnovers. Second quarter action underway here in the battle between Eastern Conference LEVANGA HOKKAIDO and Western Conference Shiga Lakes. First attempt of the quarter, off target from Shiga's Nishida. Coming on to back in the game. Okafor gets it low, puts it up, and scores. Confident start for the big man, 10 points. Trainer travels. They call that play, they call that travel a lot on a lot of different players, and sometimes I'm not sure it doesn't look like they pick up their feet, but it's just the way they move. Just kind of leads the referee to make that call, I think. Could be wrong. We could slow it down and see if he definitely traveled. Offensive foul on Jahlil Okafor, setting the screen. Okafor came in averaging 15 points, 9 rebounds, already has 10 points. He had 27 in the recent game, the win at Osaka in the second game, and he had 14 in the first game. Just had a couple of 20-point games against Hiroshima. Here is another good play defensively, and turnover foul on Kriener. And gotta be honest, it's kind of hard, really, in modern basketball, in my opinion. I call a lot of games, and you see that call more often than not. Setting the offensive screen, they call the foul. And sometimes it just feels like you can't move. Just don't even try to set it, because they're going to blow the whistle. Here's Okafor. Nice handoff. Nice finish. Nice bucket. Three-point play, opportunity, and this is what I'm talking about. Naito, who doesn't have huge numbers, will come out and make plays. And Ehara commits the foul trying to defend. And these are the little things that help a team get over the hump throughout the course of the game. Here, Naito just averaging 0.5 points per game. And he's already got 3. And how rare is that? How rare is that for him to score? Well, he didn't score in his previous 2 games. And his season high was 3 against Hiroshima back in October 11th. Kriener spins. Goes in. Oh, he's got to be mad he didn't make that. Could be going to the line for the three-point play. Shiga trailing 28-19. Did a good job of finding his way to the hoop. Naito with the foul. First one is good by Kriener. Naito just 19 years of age as well, so he's only at the start of really what's going to be a long career, although he's been with Hokkaido now. This is his 4th season. So they're being perhaps patient with him, letting him mature. Hokkaido born. And Kriener cuts the deficit to 7 points. Nice part of the world up here in Japan and Hokkaido. From the Sapporo, one of the host cities when Japan hosted the FIBA Basketball World Cup back in 2006. When the USA came over to play. Italy was here. Puerto Rico, Slovenia, China. Oh, how about Tominaga? Stroking the 3. Talking about international basketball. The Japan national team star strokes it from deep. And that leads to a timeout as LEVANGA start to get a little bit of separation. Here it is again. The leading scorer among all Japanese players in Japan at 17 points per game. Of course, Tom Hovass will have him in the team coming up. And Japan play in the international window coming up this month, later this month, as they try to qualify again for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which is going to be in Qatar. It's a nice handoff by Okafor. I think this is probably going to be one of the more exciting first rounds in the history of the FIBA Asia Cup, the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers in Asia, the Asian qualifiers. Japan in the same group as China, Korea, and Chinese Taipei. And they will host Chinese Taipei in their first game, and they'll play at Chinese Taipei in their next one. So all eyes on that one. First one will be in Kobe, in Japan. Here's the drive and the miss. Yeah, that first game will be November 28th. So expecting Tominaga to be in that team. Okafor gets it down low and scores. 12 points. Little turn, little fade, and Craner gets it to go. Shiga trying to stay within touch. Craner with 8 points. 10-point advantage, though, for the home team. Tominaga drives in. That's a beautiful play. He's got that extra hop, bounce in his step, almost a steal. Here's the pass, and Wimbush drives in and travels. Got to have August in the game if you're going to come back. Alarm bells ringing over there for Shiga. Shiga also with Suneta in the game. Yu and Tominaga does not drop. And again, the offensive rebounding prowess of that man right there is causing problems for the team in white. That ball almost went in. Tominaga feeling it right now, but it didn't drop. Morzani into the game for Levanga. Also coming in for Shiga is Sean Ichioka, number 22, just checked in. Okafor only averages 2.9 offensive rebounds per game. Here they are scoring, though. Sakino catching the inbounds pass, and now the steal. Shimatani elects not to go in for the three. Passes to Jones, and boy, that was about as badly run a fast break as you can do. I think Shimatani, if he had to do it all over again, would have driven in. Instead, they turned it over. Good defense. Great tenacity by August. Oh, what have they called here? Well, that's a bad break for Shiga. Looked like August. Watch this. Okay, so they called a jump ball, that possession arrow. I think August can hardly believe they didn't call a foul, but yeah, maybe a little bit of a difficult call went against him. Jones from deep, his third of the day. It's the second time this season that he's knocked down 3 threes in a game. He's got 11 points. And 17 is the advantage for LEVANGA and Shiga. Some tough breaks going against them. Called timeout. But again, you got to give them credit. They're getting the basketball where they want to get it, and they are punishing. Indeed, just to reconfirm, that play at the other end of the court was a held ball, jump ball, so the possession area favored LEVANGA. So Okafor Jones combining to score 23 of the team's 40 points. And Tominaga as well, you can see driving, scoring, he's got 5. See the foul issues, August with 2 for Shiga. So back to live action after the timeout. Under 5 minutes remaining here in this first half. Still plenty of time for Shiga. They just need to get back to what they were doing well, and turning it over is not what you can do in this situation when you're behind like this. Morazani left wide open. And that pass, Shimatani thought he had forced the turnover. Creener passes up the 3. Ooh, boy, that was a powerful move. Just elected to take the higher percentage shot instead of the open 3, and it paid off. Kevin Jones, will it be 4? No, it will not. Our battles for the rebound, it goes to Morazani. Shimatani, high arcing 3, no good. Jones with another rebound. Giving up those offensive boards, we would have expected better from Shiga at this end. One of the better teams in defensive rebounding, but not the case today, and it pays off for the host as Sakino knocks down the 3, and the lead goes back to 18, or goes to 18. Good, powerful move down low. Kriener now starting to rack up the points. He's got 12, 3:22 remaining. Here's Sakino knocking down the three. Well, it really has been a good season for Levanga, other than losing, just once have they lost 2 games in a row. They lost to Gun McCrane Thunder on October 15th, and then their next game, October 18th, they fell to FE Nagoya, but then they bounced back and beat Nagoya, and that started a 4-game winning streak. And then after a loss to Osaka Evesa, they beat Osaka and then Ibaraki in their last game. So it's a real opportunity to keep this winning momentum here for Levanga Hokkaido. Great start to the game for them, leading by 16. Morizani has it, they're chasing him. He gets it to Shimatani, and he gets it up in time. It looked like he might have the shot blocked with Hasegawa lurking. He goes back to 18. 3-pointer, and does not go for Kikuchi. Does not go, rather, for Okada. The offensive rebound keeps it to the center. Shimatani picks up the second foul and will go out. Oh, nice play by August. Catching it, going to work. He and Kriener will be the 2 guys you would think that would really lead this team back if they do come back. Hasegawa called for the foul over there, the bump, and Ramos. That looked like a pretty soft foul, to be honest. So another timeout, 45-29, 2:26 remaining. That last play by Zach August. They're talking about young players. Hasegawa also is 20 years of age. His second season with Shiga. Big opportunity for the young man to play. And again, you look at the numbers so far. So turnovers definitely an issue. 8 turnovers for Shiga. Just 1 of 8 from 3-point range. And look at the rebound, 16-9. They've given up 8 offensive rebounds. Levanga, or you should say Levanga Hokkaido, have taken 8 offensive rebounds, however you want to take it. Turnovers and giving up offensive rebounds, that is a recipe for defeat. So they're going to have to turn that around. Fortunately for Shiga, basketball is a 40-minute game. Here's Ramos, and this is the second. How about that? Craner taking it down low, but no success. Here's Tominaga. And the dump down low to Okafor. Okafor. Good defense by Craner. Got to get rid of the basketball. Foul in the backcourt. Tominaga definitely is in that Japan team, by the way, that squad that was announced. Dwight Ramos also playing for the Philippines, and there is the foul. Craner's been really good overall. He's going to the free throw line. Good pass. Maybe a little fortunate to get to the free throw line. Pretty good defense, but Gerard picks up his second foul. Anytime you come from behind like that, especially if you have kind of like a swipe at the basketball, there's a good chance it's going to be a foul. So Craner, very good free throw shooter, 5th in free throw shooting in the entire competition. 89.7% coming into this game. And of course, the commentators jinx, but Hasegawa, the 20-year-old, gets the rebound, is fouled, so he will not have a chance. Picks up his 3rd foul, so 2 quick fouls, 2 fouls in quick succession, sends him to the bench. And meanwhile, Hasegawa at the line for important free throws. Anytime you're trailing, especially by double digits, you need to take advantage of these opportunities. The left-hander makes the first. And the second. So nice soft touch, gets it up on the rim, and it goes down. Driving all the way in, and nobody meets Ichiba, who just lays it up and in. Well, he's dyed his hair. He's instantly recognizable out there. That whole head of hair flying through the lane. Craner fouled by Kevin Jones. Craner already with 13 points. And as we said, he's a good free throw shooter, although we did jinx him on the last one. So it's a good development when he can get to the line. Also stops the clock. Not that we're too worried about the clock at this stage, but maybe they'd like to try to chip away at this before halftime. Trailing by 16 points. Craner steps up and makes the free throw. And this time he does sink both. There's a foul. This is Hasegawa. So Yu comes back into the game. And Ramos steps up to the stripe and makes the first. Ramos comes into this game shooting pretty well himself, 78.9% at the free throw line. But he has missed a couple of free throws today. He's now 3 of 5. Shot from the corner, and Greener with the rebound off the miss by Tahara. 17 points for Greener. Everybody's like, hey, that used to be our player. Oh, nice, silky, smooth, patient move for Jahlil Okafor. He goes back to 15. Okafor had it covered. Oh boy, Trainer this time has it knocked away. Had it too low and leads to a break for Jones. Well, the turnovers have been very costly. Tahar missing another one from deep right at the end. They've given up 12 points off turnovers, Shiga, and it's Levanga Hokkaido leading at 53-36 at halftime.
シーズンもレバンガ北海道オフィシャルアンバサダーに就任したアンビシャス、全力で会場内を盛り上げていただきます。それではアンビシャスの皆様、よろしくお願いいたします。
レバンガ北海道の勝利を願って後半戦も全力応援よろしくお願いします。以上、アンビシャスでした。ありがとうございました。
以上、アンビシャスアークナイトスペシャルライブパフォーマンスでした。アンビシャスの皆様、ありがとうございました。ブースターの皆様、アンビシャスと一緒に後半も全力応援よろしくお願いいたします。さあ続きまして明日11月9日日曜日はレバードの誕生日ということで、なんと本日の冠スポンサーでございます小樽洋和志保ルタオ様よりレバードへとプレゼントがあったようです。センタービジョンをご覧ください。
Well, Levanga taking on Shiga. Levanga Hokkaido going up against Shiga Lakes today, and Levanga looking pretty good from the very beginning of the game, especially Jalil Okafor, who has made his presence felt down low, whether he's been catching and shooting or creating, getting offensive rebounds, scoring with putbacks. Here's the guy that you would expect that would get it going, Zach August for Shiga, and he did, and really Shiga scoring some pretty straightforward, easy baskets, drives into the lane early, and they were scoring off turnovers, and you scoring there, and everything looked good for them at the start of the game on offense. But then this is the type of thing that happened. They started giving up offensive rebounds, and they got punished for it. They also turned it over. That was an opportunity where Wimbush was able to capitalize on the mistake, on the turnover. But again, Okafor, and this time it was Aito, the 19-year-old, getting in and laying it up and getting to the free throw line. He got a three-point play. And Kasei Tominaga showing us what he's got in his arsenal. As everybody knows, the three-point shot from pretty much anywhere on the court, and that's no exaggeration. Then he's not opposed to getting to the basket as well and driving. Kevin Jones has also been really important, knocking down some three-pointers. And it all adds up to a pretty sizable lead at halftime. 53-36 for Hokkaido over Shiga. Kriener has done a good job overall going up against his former team. He's got 17 points, but it hasn't been enough, as Ichiba and Levanga lead at 53-36 at halftime. And then this turnover here also hurt right at the end. Dwight Ramos handing it off to Jones. So as we look at some of the numbers, and again, it's pretty okay shooting inside the arc for Shiga, 72%, but still 3 less makes, and that's because of rebounds. But look at that, 1 of 10 from deep. That hurts. 1 of 10 from three-point range, compared to 5 of 11 for Levanga. Points off turnovers is big, 12-3 advantage for Levanga. Points in the paint, edged by Levanga, 30-26. Second chance points is big, 13-8 in favor of Levanga. Each team with 4 fast break points and 12-4 advantage from a bench point standpoint for Levanga. And leading scorers, Okafor 14, Jones 13, and Takino, Ramos, and Tominaga each with 5 points for Levanga, Hokkaido. Kriener had 17, August 7 used 6 for Shiga. Yuache. Top of the assists at 7.4 and fourth in steals at 1.9. So that's in the league. So you need to really turn it on in both categories if Shiga going to come back and win this game. Here he is. And August doesn't catch it cleanly. He takes his time, then he gets blocked from behind by Dwight Ramos. Tominaga open. That triggers a break. This might be an assist for him. And there is the putback. I'm guessing they're going to give that to August. So yeah, so no assist on that one for you. Tominaga fouled out on the perimeter by Suneta. Almost went behind his back, almost lost it, and in fact does turn it over. And Shimatani reaches in and picks up another foul, so he's got some foul trouble. Third foul on Shimatani, so he's going to sit down. Well, good signs early here for the visitors. Nice spin. August, though, having no joy down low with Jones and Okafor. Trainer misses. That was on line, but short. Tominaga. Nice little wraparound pass from Kasei Tominaga. Jones having a great game, 15 points. Nice little pass. There's an assist for you. Can't trade back at baskets, though, and they have forced a couple of turnovers here in the third quarter. See if Shiga can keep up the pressure. Tominaga puts it up and in. Well, that's the good from Tominaga. When he starts to feel it, look out. Nice bounce pass intercepted by Ramos. Tominaga on the break, rattles out. August. And beautiful shot from Suneta. His first three of the game. 15 points the advantage for Levanga Hokkaido. The problem is this guy is starting to heat up. And you can see that Suneta and Shiga well aware of it. Oh, and that is another turnover. Ramos telling the referee thought it went off of a Shiga player. We got a timeout, 58-43. Levanga on top, nearly 3 minutes in to the second half. And no, that was definitely not touched by anybody, and I think Ramos knows it. coming out of the timeout. Here's Shiga. August. Ooh. Okafor down on the baseline now. Turns back into the lane. Now turns. And finally some success on the defensive boards for Shiga, preventing the second opportunity. Kriener did a good job. And then Okafor does not make the shot. Kriener into the paint. Zach August. That extra dribble from August, not going to work. Yu misses. And here comes Hokkaido. Chiba to Jones. The double team is there. Skip pass over to Tominaga. And Tominaga fouled. Shida not giving Tominaga any space at all out there on the perimeter. Okada checks into the game. Very important time of the game. Harar in, gets it to go, soft touch. Struggled a little bit in the first half. So a good sign for him here at the early in the second, or midway through the third quarter. August, tough take, and he earns a trip to the free throw line. This will be his first attempt at the line. Again, Yu hands it off. And if he makes one of these free throws, it'll be another assist for Yu. August 10th in scoring in Japan at 18.2 points per game and second overall in steals. But free throw shooting is not what he likes to do. He only shoots 46.6% at the line, although he does make the first. Well, it makes both of them there. To a 15-point game. See the pressure on defense. Now the dump, they get it to Okafor, and he's fouled from behind by Ihara. Yeah. That's good. In fact, it wasn't Ihara, it was, oh, it was Ihara. I thought they were going to call the push. Thought they're going to call the push on Okada. It looked like he was kind of shoving him underneath the basket with his right arm. Kikuchi in the game now. Ooh, boy, Okafor. Okafor gets 1 of 2. Again, he is not a bad free throw shooter, 79.5%. So Naito comes into the game, 5.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Louisville calling the shots. Now trying to get some pressure as well, and Ahara comes down. August picks up his shot, and then Ahara just slips in there for an easy layup. Good spot by August. First 2 points for him. You really putting some pressure out there on Okada. Nice pass down low to Harar, and he just turns and scores. Nobody's going to block that one. Nice handoff by you, and August fouled again. So again, August, he just hit a couple of free throws. We'll go right back to the free throw line. Again, you handing it off, and Sakino with the foul. So you, we talk about his assists. He's already got 7. This will take him up to 8 if August makes one of these free throws, and he does. So 8 assists. Well, so much for Zach August struggling at the free throw line. He just made 4 in a row. Up to a 14-point deficit. Oh, what a terrific drive down low. And the bucket good by Chiba. He's been really good today. 6 points now for Chiba. He's been averaging about 10.5 or 13 minutes and 44 seconds per game, and averaging 4.5 points per game. So he's already got 6 points today. See, the foul was on Machida. Ooh, but he does not make the free throw. But just can't quite seem to get any sustained run going here. You with the pass, and good job. The foul on Naito, boxing out on Wimbush. Yeah, that wasn't so much boxing out as it was pushing out. Wimbush steps up to the line, makes the first. And the second one is good as well for Wimbush. Well, down low, great catch. Herrera reeling that one in like a tight end. He brings it down, is fouled, will go to the free throw line. So Herrera steps up to the free throw line. He's just a 59.4% shooter from the line, but he makes the first. And 3 of the starters just sitting there watching, liking what they're seeing right now as Levanga Hokkaido maintain their comfortable lead here against Shiga. good again. 9 of 13 at the line today for LEVANGA. Lead 16. August spins, gets up. This is right at the rim. Farrar going to go to work on Wimbush. Goes up, powers his way up, and he's fouled. You look at Farrar, you just think, wow, this guy is just a hard worker. Wimbush picks up the foul. Well, Maeda trying to figure out a way to reel in this LEVANGA HOKKAIDO team, but it doesn't seem like he's able to find the right formula, whether it's defensively, tactically, whatever, but they're just not getting the stops that they need at this point. LEVANGA just with 7 turnovers on the day, and overall they're shooting it pretty well. So you can see 12 to 4 bench points, advantage for LEVANGA, second chance points, still an advantage. 12 points off turnovers compared to 3 for SHIGA. First one is good for Farrar. And the second. So these guys when we talk about struggling shooting free throws, it feels like they've found the magic formula because they're all making them. And the lead is 18, and it's not looking good right now for this SHIGA team. Now the defense comes out and makes life a little bit harder. Wimbush has it knocked away, then he gets his hands on it, but then the ball goes out of bounds. But very aggressive defense by LEVANGA. It's a nice switch during the timeout. These referees want to review something here. Ooh, so they're using their challenge to see if it went out of bounds. Indeed it is. So they changed the call. So LEVANGA up 18 with possession and everything looking rosy for this team. pass it around, and shot no good from Naito. And down low, and the thunderous dunk from Harar, who's just starting to own this game. He really is. Down low, and the bucket is good. So Wimbush had 6 points, but at this stage, they can't trade buckets. They got to get some stops. And that shot no good. Ball drops. You with 8 points. Now the turnover. Chance for Shiga. Just need to get that run. And Wimbush did a good job of attacking. Fell. He'll go to the line. Let's see. Maybe a little bit fortunate to get to the free throw line on that look. .71-55, Wimbush at the stripe. And the first one is good. Now the players will come up to the line. Second one is good as well. Okafor has it batted, and it's like a little bit of pain for Nishida. They're going to help him up. Good job, Wimbush, getting his hands up on defense. And Okafor doesn't do too much wrong there. I just think that it was Nishida's competitiveness and the fact that he hit the floor sends him down. Wimbush, by the way, now has 1,000 points in his Japan career. So this is good. Nishida steps up to the free throw line. His team down 14. Game clock stopped. And rattles in the first one. Ooh, and the second one is good as well. They didn't have to go in the third quarter. Morizani in the game. Gets it to Okafor. Ramos catches the skip pass. Puts it up and off the front of the iron. A chance now for Shiga to get even closer. Little step back, and Craner does just that. It's a 10-point game, and suddenly Shiga has some life. Here's the drive, and and Wimbush doesn't get it to go this time. That is a tough miss. He needed that one. First one is good for Harari. He's been arguably the best player for this Levanga Hokkaido team in this third quarter. Final 20 seconds, 6-second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. 11-point lead. They want to take it down as far as they can. Now they're going to go. Wimbush. Oh boy, Ihara. If Wimbush knows that Ihara is not going to be putting that shot up, he needs to be thinking about driving to the basket. So now we're going to have a look. Not sure if they want to see how much time is left or if there's a challenge. Well, Coach Maeda, as bad as it's been today for Shiga, clearly sees an opening here for his team. Maybe they can come back and win this game. They have outscored Levanga Hokkaido 25-19 in this third quarter.
ゲームクロックは 8.7 秒、シュートクロックは 3.7 秒でリスタートとなります。
So it was indeed, they wanted to check the time, how much time should be on the clock. Too much time ran off the clock. So now there's 8.7 and 3 points, more importantly, 3.7 seconds on the shot clock. Could have caught a travel there, and Wimbush misses. Now here's time right at the end. Okafor gets it up, and his attempted bank from three-point range does not go down. So 3 quarters have been played, 72-61. Levanga Hokkaido on top of Shiga Lakes. Okay, you look at the numbers, and the one that counts is that one right there, the dunk from Harar. He's been really good in that third quarter. It's 70-61 in favor of Levanga Hokkaido. They need more from Harar and more Kriener, meanwhile, for Shiga. Again, as you see the numbers, not a ton separating these two teams right now. Ball turned over. Here comes you. This is what they need. Need to force some turnovers. Nice spin, nice drive, and nice job by Wimbush going to the free throw line. Don't look now, it's just a 10-point deficit. Wimbush has 9 points. It's now a 9-point deficit. Some nervous times all of a sudden. You can feel it here in the crowd. A little bit of unease for Levanga Hokkaido. Need a bucket, and they get it. Patient Dwight Ramos finds his way down the lane and up for the bucket. Kriener doesn't wait around, puts up a 3. Three-point shot from Ramos. Kriener again, got it! Look out, here they come. It's an 8-point deficit and 24 points scored by Kriener against the team he played for last season, Levanga Hokkaido. And the turnover, Ahara has it, gets it to Wimbush, and Ramos fouls him. So this game decidedly now, all the momentum with Shiga. Ramos did well to make the layup, but then he missed the long 3. Now he turns it over, and then he gets some coaching by Leubel as he pulls him out of the game. As Aquino comes in. Kriener takes it deep, misses. Matani, who had the foul trouble early on, back in the game. Shimatani, fakes the pass, puts it up, and good job, Shimatani saving it in bounds. And good look there by Okafor. Jones has to take a step to his left to avoid the charge. He does. He's got 17 points. Very good play by him. But Wimbush, meanwhile, starting to feel it, and he answers immediately. And the Shiga fans here in the house starting to get the whiff of the comeback victory. It's an 8-point deficit. But can they get a stop here? They couldn't get a rebound on the last trip down the floor. Tominaga spins, turns, has the defense on his back. He turns it over. Here's Kriener in the open floor. And Kriener, how about that? Outstanding finish. After the whistle, he knew the importance of making the shot. He'd get a 3-point play. And maybe Wimbush got away with a foul, swiping the leg, but nevertheless, look at this. Kept his concentration. Sekino with the foul. And Kriener having himself a game. Three fouls on Sekino. Kriener, meanwhile, with 26 points. This will be 27. And it's now just a 5-point lead for Hokkaido. And Zach August comes back into the game. So Levanga Hokkaido led by 20 points. But that has been whittled down to just 5. And again, a huge possession. But all the momentum right now with the team in white. Shimatani does not turn it over. But then they do turn it over, and Wimbush has it, and then Shimatani, and that'll be a foul on Shimatani. Picks up number 4. Wimbush has been very explosive, not waiting around, pushing it quickly, putting the pressure on, playing with more of a sense of urgency, and that's a big reason why this comeback has taken place. And you know, this type of result could have a massive implication on the season. If you're Levanga Hokkaido and you lead by 20 and you lose the game, boy, that can really take the air out of the balloon. Hadar is going to come back into the game because he's been so good energy-wise. And it could really have a positive impact on Shiga's season as well. So I think it's really imperative for Levanga Hokkaido to really lock down on defense here and try to stop the rock, so to speak. Yu has played well. Yu has 9 assists to go with his 8 points. Here's the guy that's been really tormenting this team, Wimbush. Ooh. Up to stop. Pass goes outside, and Yu misses the 3. That would have cut it to a 2-point game. Three fouls on Zach August. Chiba gets it to Okafor. Chiba from the elbow. August with the board. 6 minutes remaining. 10-4. Shiga outscoring Levanga Hokkaido in this final quarter. And now a collision has taking its toll on a couple of players here on August. It was a kind of a knee knock. Shiga Lakes have outscored LEVANGA 35-23 in the second half. And Shimatani will come back into the game. He's got 4 fouls. He's not wearing the goggles. And they do call a foul on that play. So August goes to the line, and we talked about his free throw struggles. So Chiba whistled for the foul. Clearly in a little bit of pain. August had made 4 free throws in a row. Now he misses a couple in a row. Tominaga, nowhere to go. Good defense by Nishida. Tominaga gets it up. Oh my. He had Nishida all over him, and he still took the shot and made it. 11 points for the Japan national team star. Oh, nice spin. And August lays it up and in. 15 for Zach August. Oh, he takes another one. He thinks he's going to get the foul called, and Okafor there for the offensive rebound and putback. Well, I'm not sure you would say that was a good shot by Tominaga, but you could have said the same thing about the shot he took before that when he made it. So, and at least on this one, look at this Nishida. Fortunate that he's bailed out by Okafor. He's probably thinking they're going to blow the whistle for the foul. They don't, but Okafor, the right place at the right time. (81-73) as we enter winning time. LEVANGA Hokkaido trying to hold on for victory here again. That was the 3 that he did make. And honestly, they could have called a foul there, because if Nishida has his hands on Tominaga as he's going up, really, that should be a foul. Foul trouble, Hasegawa and August each with 3 fouls for Shiga. And 4 for Okafor and Shimatani. For LEVANGA, Sekino and Harar each with 3. So a little more foul trouble for LEVANGA Hokkaido. They don't want this thing to go to overtime. They want to win it in regulation. Doesn't matter if you feel like you're in command for, the majority of this game. You got to play all 40 minutes, and credit to Shiga for coming back. The problem is when you're trailing by 20 points, it is a long way back. So you could play really well for a long stretch and still not come all the way back. And here's an offensive foul. Well, that's hard. I don't understand that foul at all. He was cutting to the basket. Sekino kind of stood. To me, that's not really a basketball play by Sekino. Entry pass to Horar, little jump hook. Oh, doesn't go. Still time here in winning time. 4.5 minutes to go. Wimbush follows up his own miss. He's going to go back up, and he scores. Supremely confident that he was going to get that one to go down. He could have passed it to the corner, but instead, he took care of business. Big possession, Tominaga, you know he wants to put it up, but he gets rid of it over to Horar, mid-range. Can't speak highly enough of this guy today. He's been terrific in this second half. 13 points, 4 rebounds for Horar. And almost Wimbush getting to the free throw line, but settles for 2 free throws. Four fouls on Sakino, and Wimbush, who played last season in Saudi Arabia, steps up to the stripe. But Dwight Ramos comes back into the game. And Nishida in as well. 23-year-old, who's going to make the plays? Looks like kind of Wimbush has seized the mantle of go-to guy here by his own decision, and you can't blame him because he's had some success. He misses the first free throw. (21) 20 of 24 from the free throw line today, Shiga Lake. So it's been a good effort at the stripe. For Wimbush, pretty much what he averages. 7-point difference, 3:40 remaining. Here's Ramos, little turnaround, gets it back. Not in a rush. Tominaga, he definitely wants to get it up. And Horar, well, I think that just seals it right there. The guy is the MVP for this team, the way he has produced in this second half. He has been sensational. At least he's my MVP. An offensive foul. No joy for the man from Chinese Taipei. And that's a good call because he swung his left arm, cleared out, got past Shimatani. Tominaga's layup. It looked like it was going to go in possibly, and then Horar there times his jump perfectly and goes up and scores with the putback. So he's 5 of 7 from the floor. He's got 5 rebounds, 15 points. Also has 2 assists. 17 for Jones, 17 for Okafor, 15 Horar, 11 for Tominaga. Ramos has 7 points. August 4 fouls, Yu 3, Hasegawa 3. Still time for Shiga, but they've got to get stops. And ideally, they'll get turnovers and easy buckets off those. They trail by 9. A shot here will make it very difficult. They get a bucket here, Levanga. Make it very difficult for Shiga. And Tominaga gets the shot up and will go to the free throw line. Pretty good defense by Machida, to be honest. Tominaga steps up and makes the first. He's definitely an entertainer, Tominaga. He makes both. 13 points. Trainer, nice turn. Boy, Levanga's upper management we were just looking at must be wondering, did we do the right thing by not keeping Kriener, because he's been pretty good today. 29 points for Kriener. Doesn't have many rebounds, only a couple. Here's the fight, and that's a big stat to have. In fact, the rebounds. 33-28, that advantage for Levanga. Here comes you. Clock starting to become the enemy now. 9-point game where they go for a three. You, August had the three if he was going to take it. He doesn't. I don't think they know what they want to do. 3-point shot, and you makes it. He's got a double-double. In fact, no, he's got 9 points to go with his 11 points. He needs one more assist. It's a 6-point game. Again, crucial possession. They've got to rebound, and they finally do get the defensive rebound. Machida now quickly up the floor. Nice pass into the paint, and it goes off the hands, though, of Kriener. And boy, that is a painful turnover for Shiga with 1:20 remaining. If they'd scored there, they could have got it to a 4-point deficit. If they hit another three, it would have been a one-possession game. Tominaga again gets it up. Looking for the foul. He doesn't get it. Skip pass. And just overpassing Tsuneta. And Tominaga sneaks in there and gets a big steal. We've seen this a few times today. Just one pass too many. That pass was never going to be there. Tsuneta can't make that pass. (87-81), and you get the feeling that Leubel just wants this game to end. He wants the W. Tsuneta with the foul. Tominaga back at the line. He's got 14 points. Remember, he came in as the leading scorer among Japanese players in the B.LEAGUE at 17 points per game. And today he's now got 14 points. Make it 15. I guess he's not gonna, unless they put him back in, he's not gonna get to his average. He'll be disappointed. Now it's a 8-point game. Still don't have to look at the threes if you're Shiga. And good drive, good bucket. Bring it up for Nishida. Back to a 6-point game now, 2-possession game. Can they force a turnover? Or can Levanga, HOKKAIDO slam the door shut? Nice move. Jones takes an open three and hits it. And that is definitely a dagger, and this is his best performance, three-point shooting on the season for Kevin Jones. 4 of 6. The first time he's made 4 3-pointers this season. And you know what? If you ask me, he takes this shot too early. But he's open, he's confident, he takes it, he makes it. And then he shows the pistol to his teammates. You gotta love some of these celebrations. "20 points for Jones, a game high. 17 for Okafor, 15 for Harar. Well, Jones 8 of 11 from three-point range. Well, that man is no doubt pleased. There's the miss. The guy that we were looking at, Ryoto Sakurai, general manager. It was his decision to bring in Thorsten Leubel as the head coach and to have kind of the players shake up. Of course, he had a long career, played for Levanga Hokkaido as well, all the way through the 2023-2024 season. Shimatani goes to the line, makes it. It's a 10-point lead with 29.4 seconds remaining. This is the guy that you want at the free throw line if you are Levanga Hokkaido. 92.9% from the line coming in. And of course, I jinxed him again, which is second overall in Japan, but it doesn't matter because they get the rebound. And this will be this defeat will sting a little bit for Shiga because they can play better and they know it. I'm not sure Kriener can play much better. I guess he could probably rebound better, but overall he's done a good job. Three-point shot, bank shot does not go. And that's it. 95-83. Levanga Hokkaido hold on to beat Shiga Lakes here. East beats West in the B-League. Well, all good here in the Hokkaido Kita Yale. This is an important win for this Levanga team. They're all important, but I just feel like right now they got to take care of business against some of these teams that I think they believe, they know they should beat. Shiga had a good season, but certainly playing at home against them, you would believe that you're the favorite. So you improved to 10-4, LEVANGA HOKKAIDO with the victory. Just did not play well enough for the first 3 quarters to get the win today.
それでは見事勝利を収めましたレバンガ北海道ゴールデンウェブルヘッドコーチにインタビューです。ではよろしくお願いします。ではまず勝利しました今のお気持ちから教えてください。
Well, after win, we always feel great. It was a little more exciting than we expected at halftime. But of course, we are glad once we got the lead, we could carry the lead through the end. And it's the very first time we did that. So respect to our players who were fighting really well through the course of the game.
まず勝ち試合だったので勝てて本当にほっとしてます。前半から本当に勢いがよく結構の大差で前半も終えて、だけどしっかりシガさんもファイトバックしてきて、詰め寄った中でも、レバン北海道チームとして、リードをそのまま、継続的につなげて、それが勝利につながったのは本当にいい試合だったのかなと思ってます。
特に苦しかった時間帯、私たちから見ていても第4クォーター前半だったのではないかなと。そのオフィシャルタイムアウトにはどんなアドバイス、メッセージを選手たちに送ったんですか？
I can't remember.
覚えてないです。
So, yeah, I think we lost a little focus on intensity on defense, and also we had a few unnecessary turnover that gave our opponents opportunities to score easy baskets. Fortunately, we avoided them in the crunch time, and that's what counts at the end.
そうですね、4クォーターのところは特にディフェンスの強度っていう部分で、選手たちの集中力がちょっと欠けた時があったので、そういった時にシガさんすごい力強く、オフェンスの部分でアタックしてきたので、その部分で点差縮まってしまったんですけど、最後までこの選手たちがつなげてくれたことが勝利につながりました。
今日来ているブースター、それからバスケットライブなどで見ているブースターは明日の勝利も願っていると思いますが、一言お願いできますか？
Yes, to all the fans, thanks for all your support. Today we really needed it in the times of struggle. So please come again tomorrow and experience another win.
いつも本当に応援ありがとうございます。明日もその応援が必要となると思いますので、会場に駆けつけていただいて応援の方よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。トーステン・ロエブルヘッドコーチのインタビューでした。では続いてヒーローインタビューです。本日ヒーローに選ばれた選手はこの方です。
Number 21, John Harrow!
Well, I'm not surprised he's getting recognized. He really was terrific in that second half, and I think probably he, more than anyone, is the reason why they won this game. You could argue the case for Jones, certainly, but Harrow came out and just got so many offensive rebounds and putbacks, and also scored big buckets. So
さあそれではハーラー選手にもお話伺っていきたいと思います。まずは今の気持ちから教えてください。
ナマラ最高です。
ハーラー選手はおそらく初めてのお立ち台かと思いますけど、今の気持ちどうですか？
I'm happy. It was a great game. We all fought to the end, and we got the dub.
本当に嬉しいです。チームみんな、頑張って貢献して、それが勝利につながったのかなと思ってます。
ハーラー選手、今日は15得点とですね、非常に活躍した試合だったんですけれども、振り返ってみて一番良かった点どこでしょう？
Yeah, a lot of my teammates found me in the right spot, and I got easy points thanks to their pass.
チームメイトのみんながいいポジショニング取った時にボールをくれたので、そういったところが得点につながったのかなと思ってます。
明日もファンはハーラー選手のお立ち台を期待していると思いますけれども、最後にファンにもし可能だったら知ってる日本語で一言もらえますか？
最近北海道弁学びました。すみません。今日はナモラしゃっこいいです。
ありがとうございました。ハーラー選手にもう一度大きな拍手を。さあ本日は MVP 賞があります。冠スポンサーでございます。小樽洋菓子舗ルタオ様より MVP 賞としましてルタオ至福の晩餐セットが贈られます。プレゼンターは株式会社 KCC ダイレクトマーケティング部長柳俊弘様です。
From the crowd, from the recognition. Did have 18 points earlier this season against Fighting Eagles Nagoya, and he came out today, had 15 points, and all of them were hugely important as his team held off.
ありがとうございました。では続いてハーラー選手が首にかけているタオルにサインを入れていただきます。こちらはビクトリーオークションと題しまして、本日のヒーロー選手のサイン入りオリジナルタオルが手に入るオークションを開催いたします。ビクトリーオークション詳細はレバンガ北海道オフィシャルホームページご覧ください。さあそして今日はロックアイスプレゼンツオンファイヤー賞、こちらもですねナンバー21ジョン・ハーラー選手です。本日の試合で最もファイヤーを集めたハーラー選手にはロックアイスプレゼンツオンファイヤー賞といたしましてオフィシャルパートナー回転寿司トリトン様より1万円分のお食事券が贈られます。さて続きましてレブニーズプレゼンツファーストシュートチャレンジなんですが、ジャリル・オカフォー選手、ちょっと体調不良ということで早めに帰らせていただきました。代わりにハーラー選手に受け取っていただきます。見事オカフォー選手へ投票していただいた方の中から抽選で選べた1名の方にはオフィシャルパートナーレブニーズ様より豪華商品が贈られます。
But again, you look back at his numbers today, and Harar coming off the bench, played 20 minutes, 39 seconds, had 15 points on 5 of 7 shooting from the floor, and 5 of 6 shooting at the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and blocked a shot.
では続きましてエレガントプレイヤープレゼンテッドバイ大丸札幌店の発表です。本日の試合で最もエレガントなプレーをした選手に贈られる賞、エレガントプレイヤーに選ばれた選手には大丸札幌店様より大丸札幌店でご利用できる商品券が贈られます。本日のエレガントプレイヤーはこちらの方、
Number 5 Kevin Jones.
And Kevin Jones also getting some recognition today for his outstanding performance. Again, a season high 4 threes and 20 points.
エレガントプレイヤー受賞の理由です。前半の連続スリーポイント、苦しい時間帯を引っ張ったという非常に大きなプレーのケビン・ジョーンズ選手に贈られます。
So he gets the Elegant Player Award. Was an elegant performance, has to be said.
本日のエレガントプレイヤーはナンバー5ケビン・ジョーンズ選手でした。では最後にブースターの皆様とレバンガビクトリーを行います。今日はですね エレガントプレイヤーと MVP 取りましたハーラー選手と KJ 選手でいきたいと思いますが、皆さんどうでしょうか。じゃあジョン選手とハーラー選手お願いいたします。お二人にはレバンガビクトリーと大きな声で言っていただきましたので、その他選手の皆さん、ブースターの皆さんは両手を使ってレバンガのところで右手上左手横に L サイン、ビクトリーのところで V サインを両手で作ってください。真ん中に菊池選手を配しております。教えてます。じゃあそれではレバンガビクトリーお願いします。ありがとうございました。本日のレバンガビクトリーはナンバー5ケビン・ジョン選手、ナンバー6菊池宏斗選手、21
Well, that was a good demonstration of
John Hara
team spirit
選手でした。
by Kevin Jones, Okada, and Harar. Or Kikuchi, rather, not Okada. Well, why don't we look back at some of the highlights of this game, which saw Levanga Hokkaido beat Shiga. And some of the offensive rebounding was a factor. We knew that Levanga Hokkaido coming into the game were one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the competition, and so it proved, as they had 14 offensive rebounds on the day, compare that to 10 to Shiga. Zach August, finished with 15 points, but he was 5 of 13 from the floor. Did have 10 rebounds, but turned it over 4 times. Didn't get a lot of, well, I don't want to say, I think he was the recipient of some tough calls by the refs, but nevertheless, I won't say incorrect calls. Just didn't go his way today. Then you had, again, the offensive rebounds from that man right there, just such a big part of that early success. 5 of his 13 rebounds on the day, Okafor, were on the offensive glass. Wimbush, sort of a quiet first half, ended up with 15 points, did most of his damage in the second. Naito had his shining moment there. He also took a 3 and missed it, so he had a 3-point play because he made a free throw after that drive. Tominaga. He was just 4 of 13 from the floor, but 3 of 11 from 3-point range. Also scored with the drive to the bucket. And here's Kevin Jones, 4 of 6 from 3-point range today, the Elegant Player Award winner. 20 points, which were it not for Ralph Kriener Ryan Kriener would have led all scores, but Ryan Kriener had 29 points. This is kind of where it started to go wrong. Turning the ball over and getting punished for it. Second half. Had some good work. Tominaga getting down, nice little wraparound pass to Jones. And Tominaga, one of his 3 threes going in. Zach August with the offensive rebound and got it to Hara. Did a good job of getting into position for the layup after the miss. Stayed locked in. And he had the drive and the bucket from Chiba, and he was fouled on the play. These teams will play again tomorrow, tipping off at the same time. There's Harar. Of course, he came in the second half, and this is when he did his MVP caliber work. That's what he was known for at Penn State, throwing down some ferocious dunks. Kriener, 2 of his game-high 29 points in defeat. I think he wanted a little bit extra today, knowing he was going up against his former team. He is in the open floor. Kept his concentration and scored. Went to the line and made the free throw for the three-point play. Tominaga again. One of his threes. That was well guarded there. And then he forces this one up, thinking that they're going to call the foul. And Okafor was there. He boxed out. August had good position and scored with the putback. And Tominaga again putting up a three, doesn't make it, but Harar there for the tap in. That three-point shot was good by Yu. He finished with 11 points and 9 assists. And then Jones with another of his 4 threes, icing the victory. So 95-83 was the final. Levanga Hokkaido winning it over Shiga Lakes today. And as we look at some of the numbers, again, 4 more threes were made. Both teams did a good job at the free throw line. Both teams shot right around 64, 65% inside the arc. Go down to the bottom there, and second chance points 23-16 in favor of the winners. Points in the paint, marginally. Points off turnovers, 5 more points off turnovers they scored. 29-22 advantage from the bench scoring. And then rebounding, second chance points. So, scoring leaders, 29 for Kriener, had a game high, 15 for August on the right. Wimbush came to life in the second half. Jones had the 4 threes. Okafor had the great start to the game. And Harar had the 15 points, the majority of those coming in the second half. And from a rebounding standpoint, Okafor led all players with 13 boards, and 5 of those were on the offensive glass. Harar had 7 rebounds, Jones had 5. And for Shiga Lakes, 10 rebounds by August led the team. Nishida and Wimbush had 5 and 4 respectively. And assist-wise, also Okafor up at the top there for Levanga with 4. Ramos and Shimatani each with 3. 9 assists for Chinese Taipei star Yu, who's going to continue to be up at the top there in Japan after that performance, you would think. And August and Craner each with 2. Will also help himself in the steals category. Remember, he came in at 2nd overall, and he got 4 steals today. So good job by him. His assist numbers also going up. So key players that we highlighted before the game: Dwight Ramos and Ramos 9 points, a rebound, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 24, almost 25 minutes. 11 points for you, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, and 1 turnover in 35 minutes, 52 seconds. So tomorrow we have, again, these 2 teams will meet. You see 2:05 p.m. local time tip. And that's it from Hokkaido. Thanks for watching, everybody. One last time, Levanga Hokkaido winning it 95-83 over Shiga Lakes.